So went around and picked up all this wood. Now we're just cleaning it off and stacking it so that we can use it later.
She's into it.
Oh yeah.
Electricity or what is that?
I don't know. That is weird. That's a big one. That was not cool.
Think it'll fly? It did not fly.
So I just got off work and come home to find the boys are backfilling the property, which is super nice. So I guess today they finished up doing the cement, or sorry, not cement, grouting all the little honeycomb areas that had gone wrong with the cement. So the day before yesterday, we did the outside. Not we, really, it was Forrest and his dad. And then today they did the inside. And now they're backfilling. So it's looking really good. It's feeling really good, having it progress. you got going on, bud?
Stop losing time on the pump.
So if you guys couldn't hear that, he's just trying to get this dirt wet without having to spray it. And he's just letting the water run, since when the pump stops, we lose prime. So we're just gonna keep it running.
These big piles of dirt are dry down the center.
Mm.
Because the water hits it and it gets wet on the surface and it runs off.
Yeah.
So we did that on that big pile along the shop over there,
Okay.
and it really helped. We did that a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but a week ago or something like that.
Okay.
We dug a trench along it and just let it run, and it just soaked down in it because we didn't let it pour over the sides.
Yeah.
I got a different task for you than the one I gave you.
Okay. What's the task?
Over there by the tractor, there's a rake and a shovel.
Yeah.
If you could, don't let any vegetation get in the bucket, but we need to clean up all that concrete that they dumped out.
Okay.
I've been putting it in the bucket and bringing it in here and dumping it. So we can bury it and clean that up.
Okay. Sounds good.
You gotta watch though, and like take your shovel in the grass, because sometimes it'll look like it's just grass
Mm-hmm.
and dirt, but it's like sediment that's soaked in and it's hard. So you gotta like find it and pull it up and rake it and sift through it.
All right. All right, so I'm just gonna scrape up all this concrete here and put it in the bucket so that we can dump it underneath the foundation over there. Just sort of clean it up and get rid of it. So I should probably explain the reason why I was doing that by hand and not just using the tractor for that is that we have all these roots wrapped up in where the dump, or not where the dump truck, but where the cement truck sort of cleaned out. So I'm trying not to get all the roots up in the tractor so that when we dump this into the foundation, we don't have all that organic matter that's going to decompose and potentially create like voids or something in our, like underneath our foundation and stuff. So that's why I'm going through and doing this by hand. What are you doing?
Snapping chalk lines on the inside so we know where to bring rough grade. All right, another beautiful morning here. Haven't made any videos in the last, actually haven't done any filming in the last couple days. So I thought I'd give you guys an update. We've got the shop up to rough grade, up to where our rock is gonna be for our capillary break under our slab. We were working on our apartment. We got a couple lifts in and compacted it. Obviously, before we started doing our lifts, we got our insulation in here on the side. 2-inch foam board running vertical along the stem walls. We'll bring up the fill dirt up to 4 inches below the foam insulation here. And then in that 4 inches, we'll put our rock that I ordered for a capillary break, and then over the top of that will be a horizontal layer of 2-inch foam for under slab insulation. And then of course on top of that we'll have our vapor barrier, rebar, and 4 inches of concrete. We were going to get this done first thing this morning, but we decided to switch gears just because we ran out of dirt in here. We don't have enough. And we know we're gonna have extra dirt at our septic tank, we just don't know how much. So rather than steal dirt from places we don't know if we're gonna be taking too much or too little and then moving dirt around more than necessary, we decided to go over to the septic tank and go ahead and get that all backfilled so we know how much dirt we can take from that area to bring over here into the apartment to get it up to rough grade. So one more thing while I mentioned, sorry, before I take you over to the septic tank to show you what I got going on there, I just wanted to mention real quick, this sleeve behind me here, this is our main water line coming in. I got this from the plumbing supplier here. They said most of the plumbers are using this for the main water lines. It's a poly, and they said it's basically bulletproof. So I went ahead and went with that. The sleeve you see here is just so that if anything were ever to happen to this main water line, I could actually pull it out. So the one thing I hate about slab foundations is that if anything happens to the plumbing, it's trapped under the foundation and you can't do anything with it. So what I did is I actually sleeved this with just some material that I had, which is actually electrical conduit. But I took the electrical conduit with a big sweep and I stubbed it outside of the stem wall. So that way, if anything ever happens to it, I could actually pull this poly line out from under the foundation and pull a new one in. Now, obviously, I'd have to cut a hole in my sheetrock in order to do that, but it's a lot better than having to saw cut through the concrete foundation. So yeah, I got that stubbed up into an interior wall, and everything here is pretty much ready to get it up to subgrade. And then, of course, once we get all the dirt and all the rock in, compacted, then we'll come back and we'll dig our trenches for our plumbing tree for our rough-in plumbing. All right, cool. Real quick, I'm going to show you what we've done with the shop, and then we'll head over to the septic tank and I'll show you what we got going on there. Thanks. See. So this is what we completed yesterday. We got the apartment rough grade all in, compacted, smoothed out. I was going to put a floor drain in the shop, and I decided not to. And what I did instead, I don't know if you can notice it on the film or not, but if you look along the back wall and that stem wall, you'll notice the back half starts to have a slight slope downward toward our openings. I opted for that instead of a floor drain, really because I was just being lazy and didn't want to take the time to put in a floor drain and plumb it out. So I went with a slope instead. And I figured if I pull a vehicle in the wintertime and it's got snow and ice on it, we'll just go ahead and park it up here in the front half, let it all melt off, and it'll drain out the door openings. And then I can pull it up further into the shop if I need to work on it. But I think it turned out pretty well. The apartment's going to look the same way when we're done with it. We're waiting on putting the rock in for now, just because I'm renting that Mini X, and it doesn't take the Mini X to do that work, so we're going to do all the other excavations first. And then if we still have time with my rental, we may utilize it for putting the rock in. If not, we'll just use our tractor. So that's what we got done yesterday, and we started working on the apartment. Right now we're working on backfilling septic, so let's go check that out. So this is what we're working on this morning, backfilling the septic tank hole. We're hoping to get some extra dirt out of here, considering we put this massive tank in. We're hoping to steal some of the dirt and put it over in the apartment, because we're going to be short over there. But this is what we got going on this morning. The other day we finished up everything install wise on the septic tank. We used a 2-part epoxy on the risers. We got that done. I'm not a plumber, so I don't know what the correct terminology is. I don't know if that's a Y or what that fitting's called, but we got that into our baffle on the inlet side. The side going to the right here, that's going to go to the future home location. And then this one comes straight out, is going to come out and then 45 to the apartment. So the only thing left really is the backfill, and then we got to put the screws on the lids, which we've just been putting that off because we got a lot of other things going on. But yeah, this should be pretty quick, and then we'll be back over to the apartment. All right, so we got our first task of the day done. We got our septic tank backfilled. We got it pretty much graded in. We put all the sandy soil we grabbed from the bottom, put it in first, obviously, and then we grabbed our topsoil and our grass and laid over the top. So this is all blended into the hillside. That's all the dirt that we had left over, considering we put the 2,000 gallon tank in the hole. So we're gonna use that now, go back over to the apartment and finish backfilling that. I think it turned out pretty well. Feels good to have something actually complete. So our septic system right now is 100% complete. Now, of course, we left a little hole in the front there because we still need to tie in the sewer line from the apartment to the tank, but as far as the septic system itself goes, it is 100% complete. I'll show you that hole just real quick and give you a little walk around. So here's the grade. I mean, I think it turned out really well. We left the Y there exposed because once we're done backfilling the apartment and backfilling the exterior of the shop, we're gonna go ahead and dig this trench to install the sewer line. So we left that exposed. But yeah, overall, I think it turned out well. Feels really good to have a win. This feels like a win, getting something complete. You know, we had this septic system that wasn't complete because we're waiting on the tank. We have the well house over there, and the well that's halfway done. With foundation that was halfway done, halfway backfilled. So it just feels good to have something 100% done and cleaned up. Starting to look a little bit better around here, so it's pretty exciting. So we're gonna get over here to the apartment and get that going. All right, we're back at the apartment. We're starting to backfill that again. We got about two lifts done last night. We're working on the rest of them this morning. Just want to show you the ramp we made here to get into the apartment area. So we basically just did lifts, compacting as we went until we got up over the stem wall, and then we drove our excavator into the middle there. And then we'll use that same ramp with the tractor, and I'll bring the rock loads in and 4 or 4 inches of compacted rock underneath our slab. All right, so yesterday we backfilled the septic and we started on the apartment. However, we were not able to get this done last night. So we came close, but didn't quite get it. So first thing this morning, we jumped back on it. We got the dirt up to rough grade, had it all compacted, and then we started on the rock. We had that ramp there behind us. I used the tractor and just brought loads in, dispersed them, and then we raked it all out smooth, compacted it all, and this is the final product. It is really, really close to perfect level, right at the elevation we need, right at the top of our vertical insulation along our stem wall. And now we're ready to tear it back up again for rough-in plumbing. So what we got to do, we're not going to do it yet, but eventually we'll come through here and we'll mark out our walls and spray paint our trench lines where our plumbing tree needs to go, and then we'll do as little disturbance as possible when we dig our trenches for our rough-in plumbing, and then we'll bury it back in and compact over our trenches. But right now we're just trying to get everything below grade done. So I don't know if you can see it, but back there behind me we pulled in our feed for our shop and apartment to get that out of the ground so we can go ahead and backfill and compact that. My dad right now behind me here, he's working on digging. I made a mistake. We already dug a trench that way for the water line, and the pump power. But I had wanted to run extra circuits for a convenience outlet and a heat lamp in case we need to put one in there, or a heater for space heater or something for the winter to keep our pipes from freezing. And it was totally in my plans. I was going to do it, and I guess I just spaced it. So unfortunately, we're having to do rework now. I had to go through and go buy another UF cable, and we're digging the trench and we're going to lay that in. So I have a conduit from my panel underneath the slab, and that's the cable we're going to pull. It's rated direct burial, but I have a conduit underneath the slab. Comes out, here, let me show you. Oh, sorry about the camera movement, YouTube. Comes out right down here. So we'll pull that from the panel, have it come out here, and then it'll be direct bury out to the well house. And then that other one you see, it just 90s up and comes right here. That's just a spare, just in case. It doesn't run all the way to my panel, so I'd have to take that one through the wall and over to here, this location, and then take it out if I wanted to use it for anything. And I have no plans for it. It's just a spare. That way I don't have to penetrate through my wall. But yeah, everything's coming along. We're going to get that in, then we're going to bury it, compact it, and then we're going to go on to backfill and compaction on the remaining exterior portion of the building. So awesome, we're going to get started. All right, well, we just got done digging the trench. We laid the cable on it and pulled it in through the conduit run we had going to the panel. So now we're just giving it a little bedding, and we're gonna go ahead and backfill it with the Mini X and the tractor and get it done real quick, and then we're gonna move to backfilling the rest of the stem wall along the outside perimeter. All right, we got that done. Gotta love heavy equipment. It makes it super quick and easy. I think that only took, how long did that take, Dad? Like 15, 20 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah. And it only took like 2.5 minutes in time-lapse time. But no, it looks pretty good. We got it done, so now we're gonna move toward backfilling around the exterior perimeter of the stem wall. So we're gonna make some, we're gonna put down some chalk line marks at about 18 inches. That's where we want finished grade. However, the existing grade when we got here, some parts of it were not at 18. We're gonna need some fill. So we don't know if we're gonna have enough fill or not. So right now we're just gonna get the trenches backfilled first and then see how much extra dirt we have and see where we can place it to get it up to that 18-inch mark that I'm looking for. So we're gonna get started on So we're gonna get a couple reference marks at 18 and then get a chalk line and snap a line across this wall so we know where to backfill up to, and then we're gonna slope it away from the house or the shop. But I just gotta clear some of this dirt out first so it's not in the way of our chalk line. Alrighty. Ready to snap some lines. See that mark right there? I think it's toward me just a little bit. Maybe. Ready? Ay. Hitting the dirt. Great. Guess I better help my dad so he doesn't have to struggle doing this by himself. Trying to make an awesome YouTube shot here, and I ruined the GoPro. Curl it.
All right, I'm just getting off work. Gonna check out all the work that Forrest has done with his dad. Oh, cool. All the rocks in and everything, man.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
Rocks in, compacted.
I was not expecting the rock. I was expecting it to be to grade and all nice and smooth. Guys walk around on it and stuff.
You can, yeah. Get my rock ready.
Looks good, babe. That's all the plumbing that we need?
No. It's not all the time.
That's what I thought. That's why I was concerned.
So unfortunately, the way you kind of got to do it is you have to bring this all up, compact it, everything, then bring your rock in, compact it, and then we got to tear it back up. Not
So
everything.
Just your
So
lines.
you got to align, you got to take your measurements, find out where your walls are, and get your wall lines, and then you got to kind of put some paint marks, and then you got to dig your trenches inside of this, but they're going to be small trenches.
Wow.
And then you got to lay all your plumbing in those trenches, and then you got to backfill them and compact it, and then lay your rock and compact it back to this. But
Well, it looks really good.
it's ready for rough-in plumbing, but yeah, we're going to basically tear some of it up. We got the sewer line. It's marked out there. Sewer line's going to come through the wall here.
Nice. Let me get a little clip.
Oh, that reminds me actually.
What?
That sewer line, we got to dig a trench from there to here.
Did you get the sewer in the sewer spot?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we left it open. It's just that I knew we had to do it. It's just that
Yeah.
we got done cleaning all this up. I mean,
This
look at
looks
it.
so good. Oh my gosh. Man, we gotta get some drone footage.
But anyway, sewer line's going to come through here, which is going to enter obviously the master bedroom. But I lined it up here so that it would go down the hallway.
Okay.
So if we ever had to work on it, you would saw cut all the way down through the master bedroom door down the hallway, and you wouldn't have to be, you know, going under walls and stuff. It'd be an open area. But sewer line will come through here. That's the hall closet, so we'll have the tub and the toilet and the vanity over there, and then the washer dryer and then the sink. So everything's gonna come in, you know, drain wise is gonna come into the sewer here. And then this is the main water feed to the apartment.
Okay.
It's coming up into the interior wall between the bathroom and the closet. So I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm gonna put the water heater in the closet here. So it'll come up, it'll split cold water, split over to hot water to the tank, and then back out, and it'll go through and hit all the fixtures along this wall.
This wall, yeah. Nice. So this will be a good space for kitchen living.
I had the walls marked out here. Yeah, so there's the wall that separates the dining and the bathroom. So the sink will be right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sink's right here. And then this will be the built-in benches for the dining.
Okay, yeah, because we're gonna have like a little breakfast nook type area.
So you
right
basically
here.
be sitting right here. And then the kitchen, the door is the door's right here to the shop.
Okay.
So from here's this would be the fridge,
Okay.
and then you basically got stove, sink, very little counter space in between those.
Yeah.
Most of the counter space is going to be the bar here.
Okay. So you'll look from the nook into the kitchen
So
area.
it's about 2 feet for the counter, and then that starts your floor space, and then I think I had about 4 feet. So that's about the space you have, and then the counter, and then living.
And then this actually will, because there's bedroom right here, right? Because we set the nook area back, so there should be
Yeah, I got that marked out somewhere.
some of this
too,
area is actually the bedroom number 1.
It starts a ways back. If I remember right, the living room is a little over 16 feet. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. That's the living room, and this is the bedroom. The bedroom's about 9 feet, I believe. That's here. I think it's about 9 feet. So 3, 6, 9. It's right in about here.
Nice.
And I think this is 11. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, so I might have been a little short on that bedroom, but
Looks good. Cool.
so basically a recap of what we did today was we finished the dirt, and then we started hauling we left the ramp. So we finished the dirt minus the ramp, we left it. And I took the tractor and went and grabbed loads from the rock over there and drove in and dumped it.
Nice.
And then we dispersed it all, got it all compacted up to the point where I couldn't work anymore. And then the Mini X came in here and we pulled the dirt ramp, cleaned it up, and then I dumped from the outside. And we finished it off. And then from there, from there we went over here and pulled the feed for the actual apartment
Yeah.
in through the conduit.
Oh, okay.
And then we dug the trench from there out to the well house, and we laid that underground cable in, and then we pulled it through the conduit.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that looked more like a clear path too. It looked a little bit. I was wondering if you're messing with it.
So we pulled that. So that's the smaller gray cable.
Oh, okay.
It's for the extra circuits for like a light and heater and stuff. And then we backfilled it and cleaned it up. We tried cleaning up both trenches because we didn't run it in the same trench, obviously, because we didn't worry about hitting the other cable and damaging it. So we just ran a separate trench parallel with it. And then we just cleaned that area up. And then we came over here and started grading from that corner. We started grading around. Got over to basically, for the most part, done up to here. And then we started working a little bit on backfilling that big open hole we had for the cable.
Gosh, it looks so good.
I started pushing up some of the dirt because tomorrow what we're going to do is this between here and the pile. We're going to get it to grade and even, but we're not going to mess with that pile yet.
Okay.
And then we're going to jump out there and we're going to rip all the sod up for the driveway and all the sod along there, and then we're going to pull that pile down into that so that we keep that good soil. And then once all this is graded and cut in for the driveway, we're going to come up here and we're going to start taking that rock and dispersing it in here.
Nice. It looks good. Man, this next part's gonna be super exciting. Well, maybe not the plumbing portion, but
It'll be
I
exciting
mean,
to have
once
it done.
it will be exciting to have it done, but once the lumber starts going up, that's going to be super, super cool.
Yeah. Well, after the plumbing, then we got to get everything poured,
Oh, yeah, huh?
concrete poured.
I've learned concrete is not my favorite.
I hate concrete.
So to all you concrete experts out there, props to you guys for making concrete a thing.
I think I'm only going to do concrete
One more time?
about 2 more times. It's only because I have to.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
No, we're starting to get cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to get down into freezing. We've had ice. It's just not cold enough long enough to really create problems yet.
Yeah.
But it is getting down to those freezing temps, and so
We really
what I've been pushing off on the well house so we can keep going on here is starting to become a bigger issue. And we had our footers poured, but I'm really going to have to probably jump on that. Probably when we have some downtime when they're pouring the slabs, because I'm hiring somebody to, we're doing all the prep work, obviously. We poured the footers, we poured the stem wall, we're doing all the grade, and we're doing all the, vapor barrier, we're putting in the rebar, all that, but we're hiring somebody to come in and actually pour the concrete and do the finishing of the slab. So while they're doing that and it has some time to cure, I'm probably going to go over to the well house and form those stem walls. Actually, I'm going to form it before this is poured, because when this is poured, I'm going to pour that at the same time. But they're going to be finishing that. I'm going to be doing the stem walls over there. That way, while this is being done, because this is going to be probably a couple days at least, that's not going to take me a couple days. I'll strip that, get it insulated. I'm going to put 2 inches of foam board on the exterior and the interior of the well house stem walls, and then we'll backfill that. And then, I don't think I'll frame the walls and the roof of it, but I'll probably just take a piece of plywood and attach probably at least 2 layers of the foam board, so that'll be like R20, and just lay the plywood over the stem walls for now temporarily, because I don't know if we'll have time before winter hits to get the roof done on it.
Yeah, because it is dropping. Like last night, I had some tea before bed, and it was really cozy and nice and warm, and then I had to pee, so I had to get up and walk outside to this outhouse, and I was just like, man, it's getting cold. Like, that's gonna become harder and harder to do. And then getting up in the mornings, you always have to like wake up and pee, so that's it's getting difficult. We gotta get things done.
Yeah.
But we will. I kind of want to go check out the well and what you guys have done with that, and I also wanted to check out the septic, because I haven't had a chance to really see it since it's been all covered in since I've been working the last few days. So I'm gonna go check that out. A lot of us walking away, because...
And then a shot of us walking toward it.
Yeah.
See how I told you it was going to blend pretty well?
Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good.
It went up a little bit over here. We could always spread some more dirt so it doesn't go down and then up.
Wow.
But, I mean, that's basically the natural contour of the land.
Yeah, it looks good.
And then we just left that open so we can tie onto it.
Man, it looks, now that these piles are gone, I feel like we have more room.
Oh, it's been so long since we've seen it without huge piles interrupting your view.
Yeah.
Like, you're actually starting to be able to see
the landscape.
See the building and how it all flows.
Yep.
Like, holy smokes, that's big.
It is a big building.
Wow.
Yep. Okay, let's check out the well now.
There's not a whole lot to check out.
Well, it's been a few days since I've seen it, so I don't know what's been done, really. Maybe nothing.
Nothing's been done.
Okay.
You think I just worked a little bit on the well every day?
I don't know.
I haven't done anything with the well.
I don't know what you do when I'm not around you. Wait, what kind of trouble you're up to? Yep, it looks the same.
Except there's a new cable there.
Yes. I'll show you guys. Is it that cable?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Gosh, we gotta get that done.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
There's just so much to do. So little time.
I'm curious if my my compost pile's hot. Last time I checked it and I put stuff in it, it was pretty stinky. So I don't have enough carbon in it. I got that wood chipper.
Oh wow, look at that.
What?
There's a few little dips here and there that need to be fixed, but
It looks good. It's gonna be quite the shot, babe. Maybe you can get that old truck back there running.
yeah, in 5 years when I'm done building this.
When you retire.
I think that old truck's still got a few years of forest time.
Yeah, it does. And then it's
And
got
not
some,
this forest.
yeah, different forest.
When I said that, I was like, oh wait, that's kind
That's
of
really
weird.
weird, yeah. Your name causes so many problems. One time, we were running around at Knott's Berry Farm, and somebody yelled, "Run, Forrest, run!" And he like stopped, and he was.
I was like, who do I know? It's
Who
here.
knows me here in California? And nobody did. Plot twist. You were, in fact, Forrest. And you were running. So.
It's supposed to rain like all day
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I know. It's too bad.
Yeah, it is too bad.
I know, and I have to go grade a bunch of homeschool stuff right now and get dinner going. And I'm pretty sure I accidentally left my headphones in my scrubs at work, and I threw them in the bin to be washed. Pretty sure that happened. Which makes me sad. Although our housekeeper's really nice, maybe she'll check the pockets. Anyways, better get to it. Oh wait, was there something else that we wanted to say? Like maybe like and subscribe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching our channel.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
We enjoy all the comments and reading them and learning interesting things about all of you people and where you're from and your guys' experiences. It's been pretty cool. Yeah.
Yep.
And if you want to check out some of the links in the description, that just helps support our channel even more. Seeing how he's not working anymore. Just plays in the dirt all day while I go to work.
Never worked so hard in my life. No days off. Sun up to sundown.
Yeah. He's working hard, but there is still an income deficiency.
Yeah, you know, where we're at this point, I mean, this is basically, what, 6 weeks here?
No. Well, 6 weeks.
6 weeks here,
Yeah,
but the first week we got here was just running around getting licenses and taking care of moving everything, accounts and all that kind of stuff. So really what you see here is like 5 weeks of work for 2 people. And we've got
not me.
We've got our entire septic system done. We've got power in, power to the building. We have well in, but temporary setup. I mean, dig out, footer, stem wall. I mean, there's partial driveway. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Just to be fair, I just want to clarify that when he says work of 2 people, it's mostly been him and his dad. Like, I just want to give your dad the credit where the credit is due. Because I've helped, but not nearly as much as him.
Yeah, when I say 2 people, I don't mean her. She's nowhere to be found.
Just, you know, make
I'm
an
just
income.
kidding. She's working and
Yeah.
doing homeschool with the girls and everything,
Yeah.
so she's really busy too.
Feeding people.
But as far, yeah, the work being done out here
it's mostly him and his dad.
is me and my dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if you want to buy something from the links, it doesn't cost you guys anything extra. It's just an affiliate link, so we get a percentage of commission. So we'd really appreciate it. Trying to put down good stuff in there that we all like to use. Some pretty basic stuff too. Like I've been trying to put the Bible as number 1. That's pretty cool. We use this old King James Version Bible that Forrest got for me as a gift. That has my name engraved on it, which is pretty cool. So I put that in there. And the J clip, music clip, because
I love
that's
that
a
thing.
sturdy clip. And
yeah, I hook it on my
Bluetooth music's nice.
Yeah, my carpenter belt or my belt loop or whatever. I hook it on there, and I just go around working throughout the day. It's really nice having the music, and it just follows me around everywhere, so I like it.
Yeah.
Plus we use it when we're out hiking and
Yeah.
mountain biking and stuff. We can clip it on our backpack. And
It's super convenient. It's not very expensive. And then the Bokashi, which is the compost starter, which I think has been keeping my compost actually going towards it's actually getting heated. And then just my Weston A. Price books, because I think that dental health is really important and nutrition is important. So those cookbooks I've been putting in there because I think they're good stuff. Is there anything you want to put in the links below that you feel like the world needs to know about?
don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
I'm sure there's lots of things.
I don't know if you're allowed to put guns and bullets down there. But I don't know if Amazon sells that.
Probably not.
Probably not. Well, we'll take a look. Anyways.
All right, thanks
have a
for watching.
Wonderful night, day, weekend, whatever it is for you guys. Bye.